So, come into that comfortable seated position. Place the hands on the knees with the palms facing up. Join your first finger and your thumb together, creating a circle. Try not to let the nails touch, just the finger pads. Straighten your other 3 fingers together and away, and try to straighten your arms. This will help you to sit up straighter. Roll the shoulders up to the ears, down and away, and then close down your eyes. Take a few big, deep breaths in. Breathing in with the nose and out with the nose. Let the breath fill your entire body, and then visualize, imagine that it goes all the way to your fingertips, down to the base of your spine, as well as into the lungs, filling the bottom, the middle, and the top parts of the lungs. As you breathe out, empty completely, so pull the belly up and in. Allow the face to soften. Unclench your jaw. Relax the muscles around the eyes. And in a world where we can choose to be almost anything, choose how you want to be today. Just see what comes up. And if you like a little mantra, an affirmation to say, I am in charge of how I feel, and today I choose whatever it is. I am in charge of how I feel, and today I choose kindness, energy, patience, whatever it is. Allow it just to float on into your conscious, into your thoughts. And then let's focus on it. Whatever we put our focus onto, our intention, gets bigger, can become words, can become actions, can become habits, can become life. So let's just take 3 more of these really big breaths, and then imagine that this, whatever it is that you've chosen, is filling you up. So the air is the quality. Breathe in what you choose today. Breathe in a bit more, you can do it. Breathe in, feel the ribs come out. Hold it there, so full. And then send it out to the world, breathe out. 2 more just like that. Breathe into the lower belly. Breathe into the ribs. Breathe into the back. Breathe into the chest. Breathe into the collarbones. Is there anywhere else you can breathe into? Breathe into it. Hold your breath there. Be filled with this quality. And breathe out. Send it out. Pull the belly up and in. Get that last little bit out. There it goes. Last one. Let's make it count. Big breath in. Hold your breath at the top. And breathe out. Let's bring our hands together in the prayer position, Anjali Mudra. So hands against each other, fingers point to sky, thumbs are against your heart. Push the hands into each other, feel a little stretch with those wrists already. And then just press the hands into you. Feel how your chest presses back and lifts up, getting even taller. One more time, this affirmation. You can say it out loud, or if you've got people around you don't want to, then just say it to yourself. I am in charge of how I feel, and today I choose whatever it is. And let whatever that choice was that you made be the intention, what you dedicate this practice to. So today I choose kindness. Let's take one big last breath in together. And then breathe out gently, open the eyes and relax the hands. Have a few blinks. It is weirdly bright, even though it's very grey outside. Okay, let's come off whatever you're sitting on. And then we start today standing up. So cross your ankles, rock forwards, try to have the knees as close to the chest as you can. Let's try no hands. So reach yourself forwards for that center of balance and then up. If we don't make it, that's no worries. Hands are there literally to help us. Uncross your legs and start with your feet like you're going to play tennis. So a little wider than hip distance, soft bend in the knees, and just start to bounce and sway a little bit from one side to the other. Allow the neck to sway. Allow the hands and the arms to be really soft, swaying from one side to the other. And then start swinging those arms back and forth. You're wanting the hand at the back or the arm at the back to knock on the lower back, kind of just above the sacrum, and on the belly, just below the belly button. This energizes us and prepares us, helping us to go onto those meridian points, the acupuncture points, which in Qigong or Tai Chi are really energizing for us. Also feels really nice. Zoom, zoom. Let's just do 3 more. 1, 2, 3, and then allow the hands to unsway. To unsway? That's a word, we're making that today. Great. Let's come down again to a little soft bend in the knees. And then bend more. Breathe and bring your hands all the way up. Reach your hands up, palms touch at the top. And then breathe out, bring the hands down to the heart. Bend your knees a lot. Try not to allow the knees to sway out. Keep them in line with those toes. Say good morning to the glutes. And then we do this 4 times. Breathe and bend. Reach everything up. Look up. Push your feet into the floor. And then breathe out. Come all the way down. Breathe and reach up. You can look up, pull the belly in. Breathe out, come all the way down. Breathing, coming up. Belly in, eyes up. Breathe out, come all the way down. Whew. Breathe in, let's come up. Last one. Breathe out, come all the way down. Nice. Bring the hands to the knees. Slide your hands all the way down to the legs. Say, ooh, the hamstrings. I know. Have your hands, your fingers underneath the shoulders. You're welcome to use, I'll just turn sideways. You're welcome to use blocks if you want. And then again, let's bend into the left leg, straighten the right leg as much as you can. And then go the other way. Breathe in. Try to relax the neck here. And we just switch the bend in the knees. Helping that lower back to open up. Coordinating breath and body. The next time that your left leg is bent and the right leg is straight, bring your right elbow up to the sky. And then when the elbow is at the highest point, bring the rest of the hand up. And then see if you can push your sit bones back, reach your head forwards, reach your right hand up, and bend your left knee more. Ooh. Then maybe we can even look up at that right thumb, breathe in, and then breathe out, bring the hand all the way down, up back underneath the shoulder to the floor. Switch the bend, and then breathe in, left elbow reaches up. When it's as high as it goes, then the rest of the hand. And then same thing, so sit bones back, head forwards, hand up, and bend into that right knee even more, so an open twist. And then breathe out, bring that hand down. Nice. Again, switch the bend. You go a little faster. 1 breath per movement. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out, go down, switch the bend. Breathe in, left hand is up, right leg is bent. Breathe out, left hand down, switch the bend. Breathe in, right hand up. Breathe out, go down, switch the bend. Last time, breathe in, left hand up. Breathe out, left hand down, switch the bend. Breathe in, right hand up. Attention, bend your elbow, right hand goes behind you. Maybe even hold on to that left thigh. Maybe it's hanging out at the back, but either way, shoulder blades squeeze together. Oh, hello. And then again, let's see if we can bring the weight a bit more onto the toes. Ooh. And then see if the belly button can look up to the sky more. Try to revolve that right shoulder away and back, make your neck long. And then unwind yourself. We switch everything as you breathe out. Breathe in as that left hand comes up, and then bend the elbow, hand to right thigh or the back, wherever it reaches. Shoulder blades squeeze together, roll the left shoulder away, put the weight more into the toes, try looking up where the hand used to be. Big breath in. And then breathe out, bring that hand all the way down. Nice. Bring the hands flat to the floor, bend the knees. And notice how your knees go all the way onto your triceps when you bend this much. Remember this. Your belly, look how there's no daylight between the belly and your thighs. Think, oh yeah, connection. All right, look forwards, breathe in, and then come to tabletop, hands and knees as you breathe out. Great. Take a moment to check your own alignment. So you want the wrists and the shoulders to be in line. You want the knees and the hips to be in line. And you also want the knees to be hip wide. If you're thinking, well, how do you know? You take your fists, put them together, place those between your knees. And that is how you know. Either your first finger or your index finger is pointing forwards. You can always choose and have the toes tucked because this will energize you a little more. And then we start with 5 rounds of cow and cat. So for cow, breathe in, lift the tailbones, and then lift each vertebrae up to the sky. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, look up, push the hands into the floor. Big breath out, tilt the tailbone the other way, arch your back, round it, lift the space between the shoulders, pull the belly in. Cat. Breathe in, come into cow. And in your cow, imagine the ears want to lift up rather than jutting your chin up. And then breathe out, come into your cat. Really, the more you pull the belly in, the more you push your hands into the floor, the more you can arch that back. Breathe in again, let's come into your cat. This is number 3. Breathe up. So that's cow. Breathe out, come into your cat. There we go. And number 4, breathe in. See if you can feel the connection between each vertebrae. So it feels more like you're doing a wave as you come up to cow. And then cat. Okay, last one. Let's really make it count. So lift your tailbone. Imagine the sit bones move away from each other. Coming up, feeling the shoulder blades go towards each other. Feel almost like the hands want to move apart, like you're opening, jam jars. And then lift the ears up to the sky. Yes. And then last time as you breathe out. Notice that you have to breathe super slow, right? And that's okay. This is what we want. Stay there, breath in. And then as you breathe out, knees lift off the floor 1 centimeter. Have a look and be like, is that a centimeter? Maybe it's not. Go down. Push your hands into the floor more. Pull the belly to the spine. Squeeze your glutes. Think, how long is this going to last for? 1 more breath. Breathe in. And then breathe out. Yay, we come down. All right, now we feel awake, huh? Again, breathe in. Let's bring that left leg all the way long and back. It's parallel to the floor. The heel is what pushes back. And then next breath in, right arm reaches forward. The thumb points up and your ear is next to your arm next to your ear. Get as long as you can, big breath in. And then bend the knee, turn your right thumb to point down, swim that right hand all the way back and find your foot. You can hold on to the inside of the foot. If you have really open shoulders, try holding the outside. Whichever part it is, kick the foot into the hand into the foot. Try to keep your hips level, which means the right shoulder has to come back more. Let's lift up a little more. Try looking forward. Ooh, balance. And then breathe out. Listen. Try to pull your heel in towards your glutes a bit more. Oh. One more breath in, so the elbow points up to the sky now. And then breath out, nice slow motion. Hand and knee come down. Yes. Okay, breathe in. Breathe out, come into your cat pose, round and out. Breathe in, we bring the right leg all the way back. It's parallel to the floor, the hips are level, the heel goes back. Next breath, your left arm reaches forwards, left arm, left ear, thumb points to the sky. Get long as you breathe in, feel the space between each vertebrae, and then bend the right knee, thumb points down, swim it back as you breathe out, find your connection. Again, hold on to the inside of your foot, or try holding the outside and say, oh my goodness. Okay, breathe in, let's kick the foot into the hand into the foot, try looking forwards or even up. And then as you breathe out, try and pull that heel towards your glute, the left elbow up to the sky. More breath in, and then breath out. Let's bring the hand and the knee down. Ooh, nice. Okay, bring the feet flat onto the floor, and then roll over one toe and put the knee on the floor. Roll over the other toe, knee on the floor. So now you're not completely aligned. So if you bring your shoulders still over the wrists, your hips are not over the wrists. Breathe in here. And then breathe out, come all the way back, and you should be in a child's pose. Yay! Okay, let's sway a little bit left, a little bit right. It feels so good. And then maybe we can even walk those hands a little further forwards. Oh, yes. Feel the stretch. Come onto the fingertips just to help the wrists. Allow your forehead to be super relaxed. And we create space in the body, space for that quality, for whatever it is that you chose to come in. I am in charge of how I feel, and today I choose whatever it is. Breathe it in. Let's breathe out through the mouth. Put the hands flat back on the floor and take cat pose as you round and pull yourself up. Nice. And then first downward dog. As you breathe out, lift the hips up to the sky, push back, and then when your arms and your ears are in line, start lifting the knees. Downward facing dog. Yeah, it's the first one, and if you're doing it live with me, it is Monday morning. So let's pedal the legs, walk the dog, bend one leg and the other. Hide your heels behind your legs. Check that your feet are hip wide and that your ears still stay in line with your arms. Push into the L's of your hands firmly so you don't have weird little gecko hands. You have super flat, beautiful yogi hands. Great. Okay. And now come high onto the tiptoes, bend the knees, lift the hips even higher. Feel how the belly has to really pull in here and then try to straighten the legs. As you breathe out, try to ground your heels down. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in, come up, bend the knees a little bit. Breathe out, tilt the tailbone up, straighten the legs. Breathe in, ground the heels towards the floor. Breathe out. Last time, high on the tiptoes, knees bend. Breathe in. Look at your hands, and then just start to walk your feet forwards, 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 forwards. And Uttanasana, we fold. So Uttanasana, it's folding in half. So you want the belly and the thighs to really have some kind of connection. That means that the legs might be a little bent, and that's totally okay. Relax the head here. Your head is 4 kilos, it's super heavy. So just give your neck a little bit of a break whenever you can. Oh, yes. All right. Bend the knees, and as you breathe in, go up nice and slow. We roll up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Yoga is never a competition, but sometimes we can see just how slow can we go. Pull the shoulders up to the ears down and away. Pull the belly up and in. Push your feet into the floor. Energize the legs. And then try to get a little sexy double chin going on. Push that chin back. Push the back of your head back, and this lengthens the neck. A little bend to the knees, and let's start moving. Breathe in, bring your arms up. Urdhva Hastasana. And then breathe out, little bend, swan dive. So swing yourself down. Hands outside your feet, relax the neck. Breathe in, find a halfway lift. So for this first one, have the hands onto the shins. Imagine you do a headstand on whatever is in front of you. Lengthen the tailbone. Next breath out. Slide your hands all the way back down, little bend to the knees and relax your neck. Bring your right foot all the way back. You can slide it back for this first one. Bring the back knee to the floor. And then breathe in, reach your arms all the way up to the sky. Stay there, pull the legs together, breath in. And then your left hand, that's the bent one, holds onto the right wrist. And then side bend up and over. Try to hollow the belly. As you breathe in, lift the arms up and behind you. Your ears have to move as well. Breathe out, hollow the belly. Breathe in, lean over a little bit more. I know it's hard. Wobble, it's okay. Breathe in, let's come up. Reach up. And then breathe out, go halfway forward. Stay there, breath in. Reach dramatically for something in front of you. And then thumbs point down, breathe out, bring your hands all the way behind you. Bring the fingers towards the floor. As you breathe in, start to push back until those fingers can come to the floor. Lift your left toes off the heel, stays on. Try to lift the sit bones up and back, say good morning to that left hamstring. Look forwards, heart up, breath in. And then breath out, let's roll all the way forwards. And then lift the hands up again as you breathe in. Nice. Do 3 wrist circles. And remember which way you're doing them. 1, 2, 3. Good. Okay, hands down. Lift that back knee, breath in, look forwards. Downward dog, breath out. Adjust the feet however you need. Stay there, big breath in. Ground the hands, ground the feet, energize the legs. As you breathe out, high on the tiptoes, pull the belly in and round and roll into that first plank. Lifting the space between the shoulders. Look forwards, lift the back of the head to the sky, double chin going on. And then breath out, let's lower all the way to the floor. Undo the feet, roll the shoulders up and back. Imagine the elbows can touch. Ooh, nice. And then lift the hands, breathe in. Lift the feet, breathe out. Pull the elbows back, pull the feet back, pull the head forwards. Take one more breath in. What can lift off this floor? Make it. And then breath out, everything down. Ooh. Tuck toes, roll the shoulders up and back. Breathe in, lift up, variation of cobra. And then breathe out, active child's pose. So you're stretching your back as much as you can here. Take a nice big breath in, feel the energy of the earth. And then big breath out, try to keep your ears next to the shoulders, downward facing dog. Yes. Big breath in. Big breath out through your lips so you sound like a horse. And then breathe in, right leg up. Breathe out, right foot forwards. Bring the back knee down. Breathe in and reach the arms up. Nice. And then breathe out, bring them back and down. One more time, breathe in, come up. And then the right hand holds the left wrist. As you breathe out, we lean over, squeeze your legs towards each other, hug the midline. Try to straighten both arms even. Make your neck longer, pull the belly in. How far over can you lean whilst trying to pull the arms back? Super scary. Today I choose bravery. Let's look up, big breath in, yay. Breath out, come back to normal. Breath in, arms open, arms go back, breathe out, hands go towards the floor. And then start to straighten that front leg, push the hips back until the hands reach the floor. Bend in that front leg, totally fine. Try to have the back a bit more flat instead. This Ardha Hanuman. Breath in, straighten everything that you can. And then breath out, rebend. One more breath in, reach the hands back, out, up, and then forward and down. Nice. Again, lift the back knee, breath in, left foot forwards and down, breath out. Great. Little bend to the knees, pull the belly in, roll your spine. Come all the way up. Reach yourself up. And then breathe out, bring your hands to your heart. Now let's see, were you paying attention? Which way did you do your wrists? Do them the opposite way. But as we go, you're thinking, oh, which way was it? I think it was this way. So we do a few, nice. And now, balancing on your left foot, so lift your right knee as high as you can. Again, let's keep going. And now you can do one wrist one way, the other wrist the other way. Let's get the ankle involved. So do your ankle as well. Oh my goodness, coordination in the morning. Okay, reverse everything. Yes, nice. Okay, breathe in, lift your arms up. Breathe out, pull that knee into your chest. Breathe in, push into your left foot, roots to rise. Breathe out, shoulder blades are back, belly is in. Breathe in, lift the head up, bring your ears back in line with your shoulders. And then breath out, we calm down. Yes, a little shake, go the other way. So breathe in, bring the arms out, push into the right foot, and then let's lift that left knee off the floor. And then again, alternating wrist circles, and get the ankle involved. Oh, it's super clicky. Let's reverse. Nice. So giving our mind little tricks like this helps us to find focus, clarity. Again, bring your hands onto the knee, pull the knee up, 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 breathe in. Push your foot, your right foot into the floor. Find space in the chest. Lift the top of the head up even more. And then push your head back a little bit. Lengthen the neck. One more breath in. And then release your foot, or your knee, sorry, and bring it down, breath out. Little bend to the knees. Breathe in. Let's come all the way up. And then breathe out. We go forwards and down. Halfway lift, breath in. Breath out, come down. This time the left foot is going back first. Left knee to the floor. Breathe in, right hand back up and to the sky. Breathe out, left knee off the floor. Breathe in. Can you lift your hips up more? Look up at the thumb. Breathe out, arm over by the ear. That's that top arm. Breathe in, reach longer. Breathe out, hand down. Three-legged dog. Breathe in, right leg up and back. Ooh, reach forward. There we go, have to go forward a bit. And then bend your knee, open the hip, breath out. Do a couple of circles here. 1 with the hip, 2, and 3. Let's reverse. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. So breathe in, level the hips, and lift keep the leg bent. Keep it up to the sky, and then breathe out. Bring your right knee into the chest. Come into a version of plank. Breathe in, keep the knee bent. We reach it up. Breathe out, come in, round. Yes. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, come in. One more. You can make it. Reach. Breathe up, come in. Stay there. Look forwards. Breath in. 1 or 2 leg plank. Breath out. So that leg can go to the sky or it can come down. And breathe in here. And then everybody put the foot onto the floor so you're in normal plank. Look forwards, breath in, knees, chest, chin, breath out. So I just have forwards and up, breath in, down, dog, breath out. Stay there, breath in. Remember what you chose today, breathe out. Send your choice to your backs of your legs. Legs today we have chosen, whatever it is. Push in, energize the legs. Yeah, they're super happy with you. Breathe in, left leg up, knee bends, open the hip. Did you hear that click? Super good. And let's do a couple of circles here. 1, 2, 3, go the other way, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, keep the knee bent, but level the hips. Breathe in, lift the foot up to the sky, and then breathe out. Left knee into the chest. Feel the connection come forwards. Breathe in, knee stays bent, lift up. Breathe out, pull it round and come forwards. Yes. Breathe in, come up. Try to keep the hip level. Breathe out, we come forwards. One more, we've got it. Breathe in, come up. In. Breathe out, come forwards, and then put the foot in between the hands. Yes. Bring the back knee down. Breathe in, left hand back up to the sky. And then breathe out, right knee off. Breathe in, left arm over by the left ear. Reach it forwards, feel the side stretch. And then breathe out, left hand down. Look forwards, breath in. Right foot forwards, we fold, breath out. Whew, super intense. Little bend to the knees. This time your hands go back, flat back as you come up to your Urdhva Hastasana. Reach your arms up. And then breathe out, hands to heart. I'm going to take my top off. Woohoo! Bonus for you, Chippy. There we go. All right, let's start to flow more. Little bend to the knees. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, we go forwards and down. Uttanasana. Adho Uttanasana, halfway lift. Breathe out, hands down, and then step again that right leg back. Breathe in, look forwards. Plank pose, breath out. Stay there, breath in. Breath out, your first Chaturanga. Slide, listen up, slide your feet back a little bit, then roll over the toes. This is going to keep your joints aligned. Up, down, squeeze the shoulders back. And then breath out, downward facing dog. Look at the feet, check that they stay hip width. Yes, feet. We chose this. You are my foundation. Thank you. All right. Breathe in, right leg up. Breathe out, right foot forwards. And now, as you breathe in, halfway lift. Left foot forwards. Keep breathing in, halfway lift. Now breathe out. Fold. Yes. Little bend to the knees. Breathe in, come all the way up. And then breathe out, hands to heart. Making it in life. Great. Bring the big toes to touch. Little bend to the knees. Stay there. Push your knees against each other, your big toes against each other. There's a small gap in the heels between them. Sit as much as you can. Keep the belly to the spine. I know. Look down. Can you see your toes? If not, sit back. Whew. Great. So the weight is in the heels. Now bring the arms up and we backstroke. So the right hand goes back and then the left. Pushing the knees together, feeling the stability of the lower body. And yet the fluidity, the freedom of the upper body. Just going backwards through time, through space. And then let's reverse, go forwards. Feeling how nice this is for the shoulders, for the chest. Focusing on that rather than on any sensations in the quads and the glutes. Okay, one more. Breathe in, bring your arms up, find your traditional Utkatasana chair pose. Let's sit a little bit more. And now breathe out, hands all the way down to Uttanasana, we fold. Adho, look forwards, breathe in. And then breathe out, step or jump yourself back. We flow through a vinyasa into Chaturanga. Find your up dog, breath in, squeeze the shoulders back, breath up, downward facing dog. Nice. Breathe in, right leg up. Breathe out, right foot forward. Stay there, stabilize. Breathe in, right hand up to the sky. And then breathe out, right hand back, left hand forwards. Find a twist. Yes. Bend the front knee a little bit more, squeeze the glutes. Back hand, back leg, front hand sky. Big breath in here. Yes. And then big breath out. We open up into warrior two. Crack, 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 crack. Then check your alignment. Look at the back foot, look at the front foot. And then try to externally rotate the thighs. Bend the front knee a bit more. Good. Breathe in reverse. Reach your arm up and back. And then breathe that right elbow, right thigh. Left arm up and over. Stay there, breath in. And then breath out, left hand on top of the right. Come onto your left toes, rebalance, you make it. Breathe in, keep the hands together as you come up. Reach them to the sky. Breathe out, back knee down. Lean up and back, Anjali, breath in. Left elbow to the outside of your right leg, breath out. Push your hands, find space in the pose, breath in. And then lift that back knee again, breath out. Look down, breath in. Left foot goes next to the right, breath out. Push the toes against each other, the knees against each other. Push the hands against each other. Lengthen the spine. And then look up. One more breath in here. And then breath out. Hands to floor, straighten the legs and fold. Little bend to the knees, breathe in, let's roll ourselves come all the way up. Reach up. And breathe out, hands to heart. Great. All right, other side, ready? So, breathe, like, no, I'm not. No. Breathe in, let's come up. Breathe out, forwards and down. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, come down. Whatever you choose today, choose with love, with kindness, with compassion. Step or drop yourself back. Breathe in, up dog. Down dog, breathe out. Adjust the feet. And then breathe in, left leg up. Breathe out, left foot forwards. Stabilize yourself, it's your foundation. Then breathe in, come up. And breathe out, we twist. We can always do things a little differently each side. Left hand back, right hand to sky, big breath in. Good. And then big breath out, backstroke yourself and come into warrior two. Have a little look and be like, ooh, I want to adjust my feet. Some things in life we cannot adjust and we have to deal with. Some things like the positioning of your feet in a yoga pose, you can always deal with. Let's bend that front knee a bit more, externally rotate the thighs, reach your hands purposefully. Yes. Breathe in, reach up and back, reverse. Breathe out your side angle, reach the arm up and over. Find length in the neck, nice. Lengthen the left side of the body. One more breath in. Breath out, top hand onto the bottom hand. Come onto those back toes, hips go forwards, hands go up, breath in, back knee down, breath out. Hips forwards, arms back, breath in. And then breath out, right elbow to left knee. Lift the back knee. Find the twist, breath in. Look up, find space in the pose, squeeze your back leg. Breath out, look down, right foot goes next to, right foot goes next to the left. Whee. Push the big toes against each other, the knees against each other, bend a lot more. Revolve and open. Oh yeah, got a nice crack. Breathe in, and then breathe out, hands down. Yay, we did it. Relax a little bit here, nod your head, this helps your superficial back line. Good. And then bend the knees, breathe in, let's roll ourselves, come all the way up. Reach up, breathe out, hands to heart. Session. Okay, we do basically this flow again a couple of times and add a couple of things to it, and then we're in that moving meditation. What did you choose today? Bring it to you, breathe it in. Let it out to the world, breathe out. Okay, vinyasa, a little bend to the knees, breathe in, come up. Breathe out, we go forwards and down. Halfway lift, breath in. Breath out, hands down, step or jump yourself all the way back, flow through your vinyasa. We meet in down dog. Good. All right, breathe in, right leg up. Breathe out, right foot forwards. Yes. Breathe in, we bring the right hand back up into the sky, up them. Breathe out, come onto the outside edge of both of your feet. Dip that hip down. Oh, hello. Bring your top hand towards the back of the room, reverse Skandasana. Breathe in, reach everything up and forward. And then breathe out, cartwheel yourself up, find your high lunge twist. Exalted, breathe in, come up. And then from here, breathe out, backstroke into that warrior two. Breathe in, reverse. Breathe out, side angle, elbow to thigh. Breathe in, reach, lift the hip. Breathe out, left hand on top of the right. Breathe in, reach up high lunge with right hands. And then breathe out, try to keep the back knee lifted as you come into the twist. Breathe in, look up, revolve. Breathe out, left foot forwards, revolve chair. Yes. Breathe in, come up, stand up, fold forwards, breathe out. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, come down, step or jump yourself back, flow through your vinyasa. Moving in, downward facing dog. Adjust the feet here. Breathe in, you bring the left leg up. Breathe out, left foot forwards. Breathe in, left hand back up to the sky, easy twist. Breathe out, come to the outside edge of both feet. Dip that right hip down as much as you can. Left hand to the back of the room, reverse Skandasana. Breathe in, lift everything up and forwards. Good. And then as you breathe out, back hand, left hand, sorry, back, right hand forwards, find a twist. Exalt, left hand to the back leg, right hand to sky, look up. And then breathe out, heart will open, find warrior two. Breathe in, reach up and back. Breathe out, side angle. Stay there, breath in, lift the hip up, find space. Breath out, bring the hands together. Breathe in, high lunge, hands together. Breathe out, twist. Breathe in, revolve, look up, squeeze the back leg. Breathe out, look down, right foot forwards, revolve chair. Push the knees against each other to keep them parallel. And then breathe out, fold, Uttanasana. Yes. Halfway lift, Adha. Breathe out, calm down. And then again, step off, jump yourself back. Sometimes if you don't want to do chaturanga, just come all the way to the floor and find cobra instead of up dog, totally fine. Down dog is where we meet. Yay. All right, I know it started off so nicely, so gently, and now all of a sudden, whoa, we're in a massive flow. That's how we get there. Okay, now we go a little one step further. So breathe in, come high into the tiptoes. As you breathe out, turn all your toes over to the right. Both heels are on the floor. Breathe in, right hand reaches back up to the sky. Bring the left shoulder over the wrist so that you're in your Vashisthasana side plank. You can always come onto that knee. You can lift up, you can stack the feet, you can lift up. Come to whatever version feels nice for you. Breathe in, breathe, I know. And then breathe out. You're bringing the right foot forward on by the left hand. So you can do a few steps. Or you can do one big step. Nice. Come onto the outside of both feet. Breathe in. Breathe out, come back. Find the twist, stand up, breath in. Yes. Exalt, breath out. Breathe in and knee up and back a little more this time. Open yourself up, yes. And then breathe out. Cartwheel, come in and open up, warrior two. Reverse breath in, reach up and back. And then breathe out, side angle. Find space in the pose. Neck is as long as you can make it, breath in. Notice the difference that made. And then breath out, left hand on top of right. Adjust that left foot. Breathe in, come up. Yes. Breathe out, revolve twist. Stay there, breath in. Breath out, revolve chair. Wee. Wobbly chair for me. Breathe in. And then breathe out, we fold. Nice. Halfway lift, breath in. Breath out, calm down, step or jump yourself back. Reaching up. And down, down. Nice. All right, last one. Breathe in. Come on into the tiptoes. Breathe out, turn the toes over to the left this time. So both heels can be on the floor. Breathe in, left hand back up to the sky. Find your side plank. And whatever version of side plank you choose today is the right one for you. One more breath in. And then breath out, left foot by the right hand. However many steps you need. Good. Adjust yourself. I always need to. And then breathe in. Let's come up. Find the twist. Back hand, back leg. Front hand, sky. Breathe out. Reach up and back a little bit more as you breathe in. And then cartwheel yourself, open up into your warrior two, breath out. Just the feet a moment and then breathe in. Reverse warrior, and move. And then breathe out, we come forward, elbow to thigh, reach up and over. Find space, make your neck super long, breath in, yes. Breath out, top hand onto the bottom. Adjust the back toes, breath in, hands up. Breath out, right elbow, outside left knee. Push in, breath in, look up. Breath out. With more control than I did last time, let's try to come forward. Yes, made it. Revolve chair. Yay. Breathe in this time, up and come up. And breathe out, hands down. Awesome. Whew, super awake now. Okay, little bend to the knees. Breathe in, come all the way up. And then as you breathe out, sit all the way down. What? Through Utkatasana, you can do it. Yeah, all the way down. Nice. Just look behind you. Almost definitely nothing's there, but you never know. And then let's start to lie down. Oh, lying down, how good does that feel? It feels amazing. Okay. Now from here, push the low back into the floor. Feel the release here. We've just done a lot of energizing. So we're just going to release that low back and then roll onto the belly. So pull the knees into the chest, interlace the fingers and roll a little bit left, a little bit right. Find a little bit of balance. Practice your breathing. Come back to your intention. What have you chosen today? I am in charge of how I feel. And today I choose ... Okay, bring the hands to the back of the legs, the hamstrings. We roll up and down 3 times. And on the 4th time, roll up, over, and then however you want, we lie on the belly. So, rolling 1, rolling 2. Try not to let the feet touch the floor like I just did. Rolling 3 with some balance. Rolling 4, cross your ankles, hands on the floor. We reach forwards and then lift up and just come back in, lie on your belly. Ah, so good. Okay, from here, let's pick up the feet and then just wait a moment and check to see. You don't want your knees to be super wide. You internally rotate your legs. So you're trying to pull the knees as close to each other as you can. Imagine an ant wants to live under your belly. Make space for it. Okay. Now, as you bend, bring the heels in towards your glutes. Swim your hands back. Hold on to your feet. If you normally hold the outside, try to hold the inside. If you normally hold the inside, try to hold the ankles. If you normally hold the ankles, try to switch your arms. So left hand would hold right foot, right hand would hold left foot. Okay. Whatever you're going on to, whatever connection you've made, allow the strength of your legs to open yourself up. Pull the belly up and in, and then lift first. Nice. Let's see, if you kick the feet into the hands, can you lift the knees a millimeter? Don't forget about your little ants. Whoa, hey ants. And then 3 big breaths here. Breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. Come all the way down. Keep hold of your feet. If your arms are crossed, uncross them. And then try to hold on to where the toes are. And then bring the elbows up to the sky and pull the heels more in towards your glutes. Check the elbows going up to the sky and not out. Put one cheek on the floor or the forehead. Push the sit bone, so the pubic bone into the floor. Remember that little ant. And try to push the top of the legs into the floor. Oh, that's a nice release. One more breath in. And then breathe out slowly, gently. Release down. Wiggle the hips a little bit, left and right, right and left. Super nice. Bring your hands underneath the shoulders, roll yourself up. Last time, come into Cobra. Remember, love a little look actually at your legs. Check that you're on the top of your legs. Good. Pull the belly in, pull the hands back, reach the heart forwards. Whatever you've chosen, shine it out to the world. The world is ready. One more breath in. And then tuck toes, breath out. Lean all the way back. Active child's pose, hand out there. That means your toes stay tucked. Elbows are off the floor. The forehead is on the floor. Okay, our last downward dog is now. Breathe out, find it. And then start to walk your feet forwards, 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 forwards. And then again, however you like, sit. Great. Okay, again, we lie down. Let's try and stay a little centered on the mat. And then just allow your feet to come towards your glutes. Fingers can tickle your heels. Oh yes, got it. Push the lower back into the floor, breath in. Breathe out through your mouth, release as you breathe. Breathe in bridge pose. Roll your spine all the way up. Think of each vertebrae working together. Interlace the fingers underneath you. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Push the back of your arms into the mat. Lift your hips up to the sky. Push the head into the floor more. And then ground through all four corners of your feet. One more breath in. Lift up even more. Yes. And then breath out. Release, widen the shoulders, and we'll roll ourselves down. Really nice. Okay. We do this one more time, or if you want to come into wheel pose, go for it. So if you're coming into wheel pose, I would just say spread and work the wrist a moment. Great. And don't let the ego get in the way. So if you don't want to do wheel today, you don't have to. This is not CrossFit, it's yoga. Honor your body and how you're feeling. You're in charge of how you're feeling. What is it that you chose? Maybe not wheel. Maybe bridge. Whatever we're in, breathe and push whatever is in or on the floor into the floor. Wheel, people come onto the top of the head. Pull the elbows in and then breathe in. Everybody, let's lift the hips up to the sky. Yes. Ooh. Okay, let's push the back of the arms into the floor if you're in bridge. Push the hands into the floor. Try to straighten the arms as much as you can if you are in wheel. Push your feet into the floor, everybody. If you're in wheel, rock a little forwards and back. Try to bring your heart through your shoulders. Rocking to Buddha is very nice. Hi, Buddha. Okay, one more breath in. Push your hands into the floor even more. Yes. And then as you breathe out, everybody, chin to chest, elbows in, and clasp your hands if you're in bridge and roll yourself down. So nice. Let's bring the knees into the chest. One hand on each knee and then gently circulate your hips, your knees. Half circles, maybe alternating circles. Maybe your coordination is saying, what? No, I'm just going to move left and right. That's also okay. And then let's bring the feet up to the sky. Hold the back of your legs. Not behind the knees, either the calves, or you can hold onto the hamstrings. Personally, I'm a fan of hamstrings. Check that your entire back is on the floor to decompress. And then the heels are the highest point of your entire body. So pull the toes down towards your face. Lift the heels up, energize the legs. Yes. Little tuck of the chin, lengthen the neck. Try to relax the shoulders. Aha. There we go. Lift the heels up even more. The legs do not need to be straight. You just want to feel a nice stretch. Maybe we can start to slide our hands a little further up, maybe to the calves, but keep the shoulder blades on the floor. So it's not, I can make it. It's super relaxed upper body like we did before. Allow gravity to be your friend. 2 more big deep breaths here. An inversion and a fold. Maybe we can slide our hands a little further for that last breath. Nice. Okay. Bring your feet onto the floor, so bend your knees. Bring your arms out. Depends how much space you have. You can be a cactus or you can be a T. Move your hips over to the left side of your mat and then allow the knees to come over to the right side. You can choose left knee can stack on top of the right, or you can keep it exactly where it was. It depends how much of a twist, closed or open you want. Allow the neck to gently turn over to the left if it feels okay. 3 breaths to soften. 1, 2, allow your fingers to be relaxed. 3. Breathe the knees up, hips over to the right side of the mat. And then breathe out, knees over to the left. Now try stacking that right knee on top of the left. If it doesn't feel good, put it back. Never be afraid to try. The worst that happens is that something doesn't work out. And then again, if it feels good for the neck, turn your neck over to the right. Those 3 breaths. Soften as you breathe out. Awareness of where you have tension. Release it. Last breath. And then breathe in, bring your knees back up to center, bring the hips back to center. And your last movement now is your arms up to the sky, your legs up to the sky. And then shake everything. Shake the wrist, shake the ankles, shake the arms, shake the legs. Have a little shake party. Shake off everything holding you back, everything weighing you down. We get rid of it. We shake it off. Taylor was right. So we just shake it off. Okay, let's spread the fingers, the toes. Spread everything. Energize. Big breath in. And then Shavasana. Breath out. Ensure your feet are wider than your hips. A little tuck of the tailbone to lengthen the lower back. Palms face up to the sky, 30 or so centimeters away from the body. Allow yourself to return to you. And then whenever the mind starts to wander, and minds will, gently draw it back to your breath, as simple as I am breathing in, I am breathing out. Bring your attention to what you chose. I am in charge of how I'm feeling, and today I choose. And stay in your Shavasana as long as feels good, 3 minutes minimum. Our time here is done. I wish you the most beautiful rest of your day. If you like what we did today, please subscribe for more live streams, uploads, drills, meditations, and more. Whatever you chose today, I wish you well. Namaste.